Man, this is so cool. Hello, and welcome to LGBTQ Alphabeti Soup.
It's not indiscriminate fucking, it's indiscriminate loving.
So while I'm talking about polyamory over the next couple of videos, I'm probably going to use a lot of polyamory-specific words. The reason there are a lot of these words is because it's much easier to talk about some of these concepts if there's just a word for it and there's a word that everybody understands that's what it means. But if you don't understand what it means, then that's kind of a useless idea. There are a lot more words out there to describe all sorts of different things, so if you're still curious, check out the links below, and maybe there'll be something else there that takes your fancy. First of all, bigamy. A word you can use to describe someone who has two or more spouses of any gender. A word you can also use for this is polygamy. Polygyny is having multiple wives, and polyandry is having multiple husbands. Closed relationship, group marriage, or polyfidelity. This is when a group of people who are all in a relationship together decide that there are going to be no other sexual or romantic partners outside of this group. So A, B, and C are in a closed relationship together. That means A can have sex with B or C, or have a relationship with B or C, but definitely can't have a relationship with D. Open relationship, open marriage, or open network. This is when a group of people in a relationship can have sex or other romantic relationships outside of that group. Polycule! This is my personal favourite word. A romantic network, or a subset of a romantic network, usually used to describe a series of close relationships. Also a thing that you can do to draw out diagrams of your relationship. Paramour. The lover of someone who is already married or in a committed relationship. Metamour. The lover of your lover. So someone you are in a relationship with has a relationship with. Does that make sense? NRE, or new relationship energy. This is a euphoric and excited feeling that a lot of people get when they enter a new relationship of some kind, and it can often spill over into the other relationships that they're having at the time. Life partner, someone who you're going to share your life with. Some people use it as a different way of referring to a spouse, but it's often used in conjunction with platonic, so platonic life partner, as in someone that you don't have a romantic or sexual relationship with, but whose relationship and closeness to you want to acknowledge in some way. Swinging. The practice of having many sexual relationships outside of your romantic relationship. Most often with the understanding that this relationship is primarily sexual, although other emotions can arise around people who you regularly sexually encounter. This is why the line between polyamory and swinging can be a bit blurry sometimes. Polysaturated. Used to describe someone who is in the absolute maximum number of relationships they can be in at the moment. I'm not gonna lie, I feel pretty polysaturated with my current 4 relationships. Relationship anarchy. It's a system where people are free to enter or leave any relationship they choose. No relationship is entered into with any sense of duty or obligation to the other partners. Any relationship choice is allowable, and there isn't usually a clear distinction between a partner and a not partner. Compersion. Sometimes considered the opposite of jealousy. It's when someone makes your partner really happy, and you feel happy because that's happened. I'm pretty sure my favourite case of compersion was when my boyfriend told me that me and my girlfriend were his OTP. If you don't know what an OTP is, ask Tumblr. Also, apparently in the UK, you can use frubble. Frubble is fun to say. Frubble. Frubble. Thank you very much for listening. This was a short and sweet episode. Remember, if you've come across any more words related to polyamory that you're not sure of, check out the link below, see if any of these websites have listed them, and I hope to see you next time for my video on managing polyamory. Remember to like and subscribe to these videos if you want to see more, and ask any questions in the comments of videos you want me to make in the future.
I'm a bird who sings in the springtime. She's a girl who smiles like the sunrise. Though I love the days when she's all mine, I don't try to bottle her sunshine.